Hello friends and welcome to our YouTube channel once again. So let me just quickly get done with the disclaimer for this particular video and for all the videos that have been already uploaded and will be uploaded in this YouTube channel. Okay. All the analysis which I am doing here on the screen is strictly for educational purpose only, and I do not suggest any buy or sell signal in a particular stock or any particular security. Before making any position in a stock or a security, you should consult with your financial planner, do your own analysis, and consult with your stockbroker too. Okay, saying that, let's just quickly go ahead and start doing our analysis for today. As you are well aware from the title of the video itself, that I am going to do the analysis for the insider trading report that is publicly available. Yeah, the insider trading report is publicly available on the NSE's website. As I said, this report gets updated on a daily basis. That's why we have to do this analysis also on a daily basis. As today is 29th of September and it's 4:16 while I'm recording this video. So let me just quickly go ahead and download the report for today. So I'll show you the steps how you could reach to the point from where you could download the data. As you can see, I'm currently on the NSC's website's homepage. So I'll scroll down a little bit and reach till the corporate announcements right here. Next, I'll click on the view all section here. Okay, next, since we are searching for the insider trading report, I have to go to the insider trading tab. I have to locate the insider trading tab and click it. Okay, once we have done that, as we are, our aim for doing this analysis is to make a watch list for swing trading. That's why I will be considering a time frame of 3 months. You could select multiple time frames from the row here as I am pointing with my cursor. So I'll go ahead and download the data for 3 months. The report will be downloaded in an Excel format. At once when you will click on this download button right here once the data is refreshed. Okay, so once you click on the download button right here and open the report, it will look something like this. Okay, so I have to apply some filters before crunching the numbers in this particular data. Let me just quickly tell you that there are three layers in this particular analysis, and for the first layer I have to do two filtering process. The first one would be, I want the symbols of only those stocks which in which the promoters or promoter groups have made a position through market purchase. And where will I get that data? Through the category of persons right here, and the see yeah, mode of acquisition right here. Okay, so let me just quickly go ahead and filter the data. So I'll select the promoters and promoter groups. I'll delete all the rows which does not contain promoter or promoter groups as one of their entries. So next what I'll do is I'll delete, I just want the mode of acquisition to be as market purchase, nothing else. Not revocation of pledge, not interstate transfer, etc. etc. I just want the market purchase. So I will quickly go ahead and delete all the rows which contains otherwise. So alt is delete rows. Yeah. So okay, the first part of the first layer of this analysis has been done. Now the second part comes in. I don't want all the columns present here. I just want the value of securities acquired column and the symbols column for my further analysis. Why I'm taking the value of securities column? Because I'm trying to analyze the actual flow of money in the market. Okay, so let me just quickly delete all the columns except these two. So alt delete column. Yeah. Now it brings us back to the next filtering process, which is a very crucial point. But before proceeding to that, let me just quickly consolidate this data. As you might notice that there are multiple identical symbol rows, like in the 8th and 9th row, then in the 3rd and 4th row. So doing the analysis in this way would be quite difficult for me. So I'll just consolidate this data quickly. So yeah, I'll select the table which I want in consolidated form. I'll add it, top row, left column. Yeah. Next filtering, crucial filtering would be that I want the symbols of only those stocks for which the value of security is greater than 1 crore. Now, why I'm setting this lower bound as 1 crore? You guys, I would highly recommend you guys to check out my playlist in trading on insider information. I have explained why I'm taking all these lower bounds, why I'm doing all this filtering process in great detail in that playlist. You guys will be able to see that playlist, the link of the playlist in the description box below. Also, I would uh, give you in the I button that is present on the top right corner of your screen right now. Okay, so let me just filter it and sort it from largest to smallest, and I'll delete all the symbols which contains a value of less than 1 crore. Okay, now the work of this sheet has been served, so I'll quickly copy all the symbols down, and next we will shift to our this insider trading master sheet that I have been maintaining. Now again, if you guys want to know that how I made this master sheet on basis of what parameters I have color coded the symbols as red or green, then I would highly recommend you to go and check out my playlist of trading on insider information. In that playlist I have made this whole master sheet from scratch. Okay, so saying that, let me just quickly copy all the symbols down. Okay, so as I said in the earlier part of the video that I have to do this analysis on a daily basis, but as you can see there are almost 100 stocks present in this list, but it's quite time consuming to do the analysis of say almost 100 stocks on a daily basis. So for that purpose only I have maintained this master sheet, and I update this master sheet on a daily basis so that I don't have to do the analysis for all the stocks for which I have already checked those parameters which I am going to tell you in the coming part of the video. Okay, so for that let me just quickly apply a conditional formatting so that I get to see what are the duplicate values. Let me just custom format and fill it with say orange. I'll fill it with orange. Okay, so as you can see, yeah, this Axis Bank which is filled with white, it is the only single company um, for today's analysis because this has not been analyzed before. And this brings us to the second layer of this strategy, and I will tell you the parameters which are included in this second layer in a brief moment. Okay, so let me just quickly copy this Axis Bank down, and I will paste it here. Okay, now as you can see in the first column, the column A, some some cells are filled with green or red, and they are not orange. That signifies that those stocks don't fit into my filtering process. That is, the promoters or promoter groups have bought the shares through market purchase, and the value of those stocks is greater than 1 crore. These particular stocks which are not filled with orange clearly fail to go pass through that filter. So I will just delete those. Let me just remember the row numbers: 26, 82 and 87. Let me just write it: 26, 82, and 87. Okay, let me just delete all the tabs here. Okay, so 26 does not fit, so I'll delete this row. 26 has gone. Next one is 82, and the last one is okay, sorry, I guess it would be 83, since everyone has okay, let me just select all the rows at once, otherwise it will shift all the rows above, so it will just change the row number. Okay, next one is cap trust. Yeah, I'll delete all the rows. Okay, they have been deleted. Okay, so for today's analysis we only have this Axis Bank right here. Again, I'm not quite good with the Excel, so please ignore that. If you guys are good with Excel and you know how to automate the sheet and how to record the macros, how to run the macros, then this analysis would be a piece of cake for you. Why? Because you would just have to download the data and copy paste it here. Rest all the color coding, deletion would be done by the macro you have already recorded on the first day of your analysis. Since I am still learning the Excel tool, so I'm not very fluid with it. Okay, so okay, now the second layer of our strategy comes in. In the second layer of our strategy, we have to move to the NSC's website once again. So once I have reached on the NSC's website, what I have to check is I will first enter the company name right here. I'll paste, okay, Axis Bank. Yeah. So I'll click on this. Yeah. Next, what I have to do is I'll click on the Axis Bank symbol right here. I'll scroll down and go to the corporate information. Now, once I have reached to the corporate information, I have to check four parameters. First one is the shareholding patterns of promoter and promoter groups. Second one is SAS regulation. Third one is promoter encumbrance details. And the last one is earnings per share. Okay, so for the shareholding, I want the shareholding of promoters and promoter groups to be greater than 50%. In the SAS regulation, I'll check whether or not in the last 6 months any institutional investor or any promoter or promoter groups have sold the share. In the promoter encumbrance details, I will check the percentage of shares pledged. I want the percentage pledging should be 0%. And the last one is an optional parameter. I sometimes ignore it, and that is earnings per share. The latest earning per share would be available on the financial results tab right here, and that should be a positive number. It should not be negative. If it's even zero, it will work, but it should not be negative. Again, I said that it's an optional criteria, so I may sometimes ignore that. Okay, these lower bounds and upper bounds which I have said, those are based on my rules. You guys can be flexible about those numbers and change it according to your analysis and set the numbers which seem best fit for your analysis. Okay, so let's just quickly check all those parameters for Axis Bank. So I'll first check the shareholding pattern. Okay, as you can see, the shareholding pattern is less than 50% for the promoters and promoter groups. So I don't have to do the analysis further. Even if one of the criteria, if even if the stock fails to say pass one of the criterias, then we don't have to check the rest three. We would just discard that stock and color code it as red. Okay, so as today we only had one stock for our analysis, so today's analysis is done and we don't have any stock today as per today which passes all the four criterias. Okay, so the video will end here, the analysis would end here, and if you guys like what I am doing on the screen here, then please do like, share and subscribe my video. Also, if you guys find it beneficial that I am not just telling you the methods and I am doing the whole analysis for you guys, then please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Okay.